Hey, what's up, my space? What's up, YouTube? This is Miss Malinda. Today I'm going to do a pretty serious blog that, has been talked about a lot in the media today. It's been on my mind a lot lately, and I'm, just have my ideas about what's going on. Basically about the youth violence, especially not only in Chicago, but nationwide. And I'm just gonna give you my feedback on why I feel like a lot of our youth is turning to violence. And I feel like the source of our teens are angry. They're extremely angry, and it's a lot of different factors of why our teens are so angry. And I feel like it's in the range from 13 to 21. I feel like they don't have an outlet. They're angry for so many different reasons. It starts young. Like they say, it starts at home. It starts at home. A lot of our mothers don't know how to be mothers. A lot of our fathers leave the homes and don't raise their children. And then that's what they see. They feel like they look at the father leaving. And anger is built up from a lot of different things. Even when a child is small, they can remember things at their youth. The youngest can remember things. They can remember things back to when they're 6 years old. If they see a father leaving a home or abusing a mother, the anger builds up and they don't have an outlet. Or mothers, being mothers at such a young age, trying to regain their youth while they have children and go out clubbing and leave the kids at home. It's a lot of factors of why our youth are angry. We have children taking care of each other, and my daddy leaving, and mom angry, going out to clubs, trying to regain her youth, or mad because the father left, or it's so many different factors on why these children are angry. And it's really sad, because when you look on the news and you see children that are 13, 14 years old going to prison for adult crimes, that breaks my heart. And I feel like that these children do not have an outlet. There's nothing for them to do. There's nothing for them to let out their anger. That it's a lot of children that are in prison that need psychological counseling because of the things they've been through in their childhood, and they're going to jail. They're institutionalized now, and they're experiencing things that little children don't supposed to experience, and they're hurt. All they see is crime. It's more than just in a low-income neighborhood. It's not just the ghetto. It's abuse can be anywhere. It can be in the home, in the church, anywhere. It seems like our youth are in a lot of pain and they're ignored. And when I look on the news and I see 13 and 14-year-old little boys going to prison, I look deeper, because I don't feel like they committed adult crime, or they probably committed something that's horrific, but I look deeper than that. I see anger. I see a way to express their anger through a negative outlet. They don't know how to express their anger, so they do it in a way where it's against the law, or they have become so numb inside from what has probably happened in their past, what has happened to them, or they feel like they're ignored or neglected or abused, and so they act out. And I feel like a lot of our youth are ignored, especially in society. There's nothing for them to do in between the ages of 13 to 21. They have nothing. That's why I feel like they resort to gangs. That's why I feel like they resort to violence. That's why I feel like they resort to so many negative things. And especially the YouTube thing, where they're beating up other kids and putting it on YouTube. That is an outlet. They're telling people that they want to be seen, they want to be heard, they want to be, acknowledged. It's so unfortunate that they have to show a negative sense of being acknowledged in order to get some type of acknowledgement. It's sad. It's very, in a sick way, they're looking for attention. That's children. They're looking for attention, but it's sad that they have to illustrate that attention in such a negative way. They've been hurt. They want attention. They want to be accepted by their peers, and they feel like, when they're doing this, I feel like they think that they're superstars. That, okay, the world is looking at me doing this, and wow, it's so great. Look how many hits I'm getting. It all boils down to the lack of love and attention that they had in their childhood, or something that's going on. They're trying to be accepted by their peers. So the only way that they feel like they're going to be accepted in this society is to put something out there for the world to see that they've done, and it feel like in their mind that they made an accomplishment. Something has to be done. I feel like our youth needs to be paid attention to. Our youth needs to be heard. They're not, I don't feel like they're all bad kids. They're acting out in bad ways. They have a lot of bad pain. They have a lot of built up pain, and they're acting it out. It's so sad, very sad. I mean, these kids are damaged. They're damaged, and it's not a quick fix. They're looking for love. They're looking for an outlet. They turn to these gangs because gangs in their mind is family. It's something they probably don't have at home because their mama out clubbing or their daddy left the home, and they at home by themselves, and they feel like they don't have any attention. They feel like they've been ignored, so they resort to violence. And even in the ghetto it's worse, because in the ghetto you feel like you're trapped, and you feel like all the odds are against you. And when somebody comes with a better offer, in their mind it's a better offer, they're going to take it. And the better offer, more than likely in a ghetto environment, is crime. When somebody comes and tell you, you know what, I can protect you, or I can do this, they're going to resort to that because they don't feel that love and protection at home. It's so sad, and the youth are getting younger. I mean, selling drugs, beating people up, raping people, and these are children, and they're learning this at such a young age, and it's so sad that this is their outlet to the pain that they've experienced, or the neglect that they have experienced. I feel like overall our youth need an outlet. A lot of our youth need to be counseled, because they're filling up these institutional facilities, prisons, at younger ages, and they're destroying their future. And something needs to be done. Our youth are ignored. They need an outlet, and getting on YouTube and beating somebody up is not an outlet. It's a cry for help. It's sad. It's twisted, because that I feel like it's a reason for everything. Every reaction is a reason for it. It's a reason behind it. It's not the people that are bad, it's the situations that they've been put in that make them do bad things. And a lot of our youth have to grow up fast. A lot of our youth has been hurt, has been neglected, has been abused, and that's all they know. The abusees turn into the abusers, and they're only reacting to what they've experienced. And I just feel like there's not an outlet for our youth, and that's why they're acting out in violence. And there needs to be more programs out there for our youth, to pay attention to our youth, to let them know that their voices can be heard, to let them know that they do have a voice, that they do have a future. Because especially our youth in the ghetto, they feel like they don't have an outlet, they don't have a future. Their only future is crime, is selling drugs, is beating people up to get respect. That's what they feel. And it's so sad that they feel like that's all there is to life. They need to get out of that environment and see for themselves that there's more to life than crime and violence. And it's just a better way. We need to come up with better options for our youth. We sit back and judge them and complain and put them on the news like they're such bad people, but we don't look at the source of why they're acting out. And we need to pay more attention to our youth. Between the ages of 13 and 21 is where the problem is hit the worst, because there's not an outlet.